Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bloomfield Road, the home of Blackpool Football Club, for Everton's third pre-season friendly rather, of the summer. Alongside me is Ian Snowden. Before we look ahead to the game starts, I just want to speak about the sight away to our left. There are thousands of Evertonians, and we didn't expect anything else.
No, we didn't expect anything else, does it? It's absolutely fantastic. The turnout in the numbers wherever we are. We're talking about a friendly, and we've got about 5,000 here. It's incredible.
There's the Blackpool team for you. Some familiar.
The sort of back four, if you like. Callum Connolly right back, Luke Garbutt left back, and then the two centre halves, Rich Keogh and Rhys Williams, who's obviously making his debut today.
Yeah, so at centre half, and you saw him and said, because we met in the week, and you said he's massive, isn't he? And he is. He's a very tall unit, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's 6'4", 6'5". Obviously had a lot of quite a fair bit of game time for Liverpool in the first team. He was involved in their Champions League campaign a couple of years back, played all 6 group matches for them, so clearly highly rated at Anfield. So yes, I think it's a good signing for the club.
Yeah, it is. Substitutes: Chris Maxwell, Stuart Moore, Owen Dale, Jerry Yates, Kenny Dougal, Shane Lavery, CJ Hamilton, Berry Labala, Jordan Thornley, Rob Apter and Jack Moore. No Marv today, but illness, I think that's what that is. I was in hospitality, Keith Southern up there, great special guest from Brilliant Memories, but yeah, a few people when the team sheet came out, what's up with Marv? And yeah, so don't panic, it's just an illness.
He's just missing today.
Marv is just an illness. So just about to get underway here at Bloomfield Road. It'll be Sonny Carey getting us underway. Blackpool in their tangerine shirts, white shorts, tangerine socks. Everton, their traditional all blue, of course. And yeah, referee I think it's the assistant, isn't it? Just checking the nets, or maybe Jordan Pickford just waiting for. Yeah, Jordan Pickford waiting for. Right, referee looks at his watch, gets the game underway here at Bloomfield Road, and it's Richard Keogh. Up and left, but headed away pretty comfortably. 2 up for it. It's the first touch from Rhys Williams, headed clear. Nathan Patterson for Everton has the ball. Back it goes to Godfrey. Godfrey gets the ball back, and good travelling support from Everton, as we'd expect. Not too far, but a lot of Everton fans on the far coast as well, I don't doubt, but again making a lot of noise. Sort of kept half of this east and the Armfield stand. Is that about right, Harry?
Yeah, about right. Obviously not as many as the Rangers fans last week, because they were on our right as well. But yeah, I think we've sold about 5,000 Everton, so another really good following.
Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, good test for both teams, really. I think Everton will be something to prove, try and get a bit of confidence after a bit of a poor performance out in the States. And Blackpool themselves, a week to go until the season begins. Here's Keshi Anderson. Rhys Williams able to knock that one back. A lot of water gone down on this surface from the actual groundsman, but as I was walking past, and now it is drizzling with rain, so it's going to be quite slidey, but the ball will skid around on this, and it's good, perfect playing surface, if you can see it. 0-0, minute and a half, and Everton have it with Godfrey back to the goalkeeper Pickford. Across it goes. There's Nina, goes over on that left hand side. Dele Alli. He'll be a player, won't he? Dele Alli, desperate to get some form back that he showed against Tottenham, or at Tottenham. Not quite worked out for him for a few years. Not too sure why, but playing today, and like I say, hoping to get a bit of confidence back. Pickford playing as sort of a centre half there, gives it to Yerry Mina, out to Godfrey. Inside it goes to Gordon. To Mina, plenty of possession from Everton. Bowler trying to sneak in there and win that ball back, maybe just lost his foot in before, about to make the tackle, and just sort of clattered more into Dele Alli. And it is a free kick to Everton. Might have been Sonny Carey, actually, I think it was. Everton have the ball again, across the backs. Godfrey. Into Decorah. Decorah now into Mina. Everton, plenty of possession. Just knocking the ball around the backs. Find those little triangles as well. Moving forward. And again, not frightened to always look back. Everton with the ball, just trying to find those spaces. The crossfield ball comes. Bowler's chasing down. Oh, there's a gap there, and the first shot comes in. And it was pretty comfortable in the end for Dan Grimshaw. It was like right at him. And, well, attack over for Blackpool. But, again, just a dangerous passage of play for Everton.
Yeah, already you can tell, Jed. Michael Atherton came out in the press midweek and said, he expected maybe this Evans game would be like this. Everton having lots of spells of possession and Blackpool trying to break them down, and you can already tell sort of 3 minutes in that that's how things are gonna go. But yeah, a fairly good attack from Everton there. Michaelenko testing Grimshaw early on.
Williams into Keogh, the captain today. Out to Connolly. Of course, former Everton is Connolly, as well as Garbett. Lampard getting involved on that far side, getting a bit lively. That's Connolly with the throw. Oh, the referee's having a... It's Gary Medina, isn't it? It's Gary
Medina against Mina, yeah.
Mina, is it? Just having a... It's very much off the ball stuff. But yeah, the referee's having a word. But I think everything's just sort of happy to carry on with what it is. The referee called over Tarkowski, didn't he? But he's now chatting to both Mina and Medine, so I presume Tarkowski's a captain.
They're going to have their hands full, Everton, with Medine up top today, aren't they? So
anyway, I think the referee just sort of calming everything down a bit. Right, Connolly down the line, but too heavy and into the hands of Pickford. Rolls. Oh, that's a bit of a loose ball, but a bit nonchalant from Pickford. Anderson nearly picked up on it, but Everton able to get it back under control, back in possession. Diagonal ball, looks left, but I don't think Garbett realised that he had a man behind him, and down this right hand side go Everton. Back it goes to Gordon. Gordon back out to Patterson. Patterson, that's a decent ball in at the back post, and that's 1-0. It's a really good move from Everton. Blackpool just getting caught out on this right hand side, but yeah, it was a lovely ball in from Patterson. Lovely little 1-2. Great ball in at the back post. A wonderful goal. In the end, I think it was
Michaelenko.
Yeah, Michaelenko in the end, wasn't it? Who stabbed it in, but a really good finish, and that makes it Blackpool 0, Everton 1.
And that's twice already. Michaelenko's had a little bit of room on that left-hand side just to have a shot on goal. Similar, really, from the first effort from him there. He's been given loads of space. It's a smart little finish, really. It's sort of come down to Mizit at first time, and straight past Dan Grimshaw into the bottom corner.
Yeah, lovely ball in, and yeah, just sort of sneaking his way around the back there, wasn't he, Michaelenko? So yeah, 1-0 Everton with 6 minutes on the clock. Garbett down the left hand side trying to find Keshi Anderson. He's got 2 men on him, and Everton come away with it. It's a fair tackle for me, but referee was more behind the ball, for possibly looked a little bit worse from his angle from where we were, but yeah. Well, Everton haven't come here just to make up the numbers, have they? They are, like we sort of predicted at the start, they've come to, make a bit of a statement this afternoon, and they're already 1-0 up, and looking good for it as well.
Like I said before, Jed, they've had a bit of a tough pre-season so far, haven't they? So I think that's probably why they've got a sort of strong team out, trying to get a little bit of a good result before their season starts in a couple of weeks' time. So I think they need to, hopefully get from their point of view, get a good result today, because so far for pre-season Everton, it hasn't, results-wise, gone the way that they would have hoped.
And here they are on the ball again. Yeremina. to Dele Alli. To Michaelenko on that left-hand side. Oof. Big tackling from Connolly there. Just look at the assistant referee, but is Tarkowski maybe just having a quiet word? That's all alright. Going to throw into Everton. Trying to find Decore, but back it goes up towards Decore again. Again, it's been defended well, and Blackpool have themselves a free kick. Quickly taken, even though Carey's on the floor. He's back up, he seems okay. Virtue now, back to Keogh. Keogh into Virtue. He's playing that sort of deep defensive midfielder role. Into Fiorini, on loan from Manchester City. He played more minutes on against Salford. How did he? He said he looked all right.
Yeah, I think he played about 70-80 minutes in that game. Looked really lively. He sort of played that like creative role in the middle of the park that I think probably Blackpool have been in need of over the past few weeks. So yeah, he's come in, and I think obviously worked under Michael Appleton before at Lincoln, so he knows him really well. Yeah, and I think Appleton's really pleased to have someone of his sort of ability here at Blackpool, and hopefully he can have a good season in Tangerine.
Going with it, it's lovely feet and lovely chest down. Just couldn't quite find that ball through. Fiorini winning that ball back though from Tom Davis. But Everton have it back in their position with Pickford. Decore. Out to Godfrey. Again, what Everton have done all game. What fights just go back, start again, knock it round the backs and make their way into the midfield until that sort of run is on. Down this right hand side where they had that joy, there was a bit of an overlap 2-on-1 at one point there, but the ball over, and no, he's onside. The assistant has pointed it out, and it's Rondon on the byline. There's two Everton players there. That's a really great finish as well, once again from Tom Davis. Really good ball in from Rondon, and I think Keogh just looking at the assistant referee, just wondering where that flag was, but as soon as that ball played over, the referee was there, wasn't he, pointing, saying no, that person played him on, but had to be dealt with. Good finish in the end, and that's Blackpool 0, Everton 2.
Yeah, I mean, from where we were, I mean, we're not in line, but that did look like he'd strayed offside there. The linesman's on this near side to us. We might get it on the replay, but yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? When the player sort of times his run, it does look offside.
I mean, he looks miles offside, but yeah, we're not in line.
But regardless, it's a good ball in and a good heading goal there from Tom Davis. So yeah, work to do. 11 minutes in, and Blackpool 2-0 down.
So Blackpool get the game back underway with Sonny Carey, Garbett down the line towards Medine. Been chasing it, but Mina there. It's going to be a good battle, that, isn't it? Because Mina is he's not a player that
they're at it again.
I know, yeah. It's going to get lively, that, isn't it? No doubt about it. Forget the word on the team sheet here, friendly. That's going to get tasty. That up top. It's not a bad thing. Carey back, but not quite with the pace that Garbett was wanting. Although Decore trying to sort of take it down the line, out it goes for a throw-in. Williams into Keogh. Keogh out to Connolly. Connolly trying to find Carey. Didn't quite get it, and the attack is on. The counter-attack with Rondon for Everton, crossing towards Gordon. Getting cleared away, but Everton picked the ball back up. Back to Rondon, into Decore, into Dele Alli. Lovely little flick through. You can see what he's trying to do there, but good read of play by Keogh. And back to Grimshaw, into Williams. Keogh. Blackpool 2-0 down at the moment in this pre-season friendly against Everton. Goals from Michaelenko and Tom Davis in sort of 10 minutes or so. Connolly keeping that one in. Trying to get Anderson and Bowler on it. Couldn't quite. Good ball through, and here's Dele Alli just trying to get on the outside of Garbett, but ball just a bit long and goes through to Dan Grimshaw. And Blackpool have the ball back. But just trying to play it inside to Virtue. Just losing out there. Williams laying the ball into Fiorini, but again, Davis all over him and can't quite get it under control, so Blackpool win it back. And here's Keshi Anderson now with a bit of space down this left-hand side. Into Fiorini. Back to Garbett. Garbett looking for those tangerine shirts. Fiorini back to Williams. Gets it back, always looking for the ball. To Keogh. Down the right. Moves forward in the space. Clips it over towards Medine. He's got two men there. Can't quite pull it down and get it off to another tangerine shirt, and Everton clear their lines. That's a good battle there by Keogh and Virtue, but again, Decore wins that ball and that battle there as well as the ball goes forward. Everton down that left-hand side. I think with Anthony Gordon, down he goes. The referee's already given a free kick before Gordon had gone down himself under the challenge by Connolly. Everton fans to our left, not overly pleased with that, but the Blackpool faithful very happy to see it given their way, and it's a Blackpool free kick. But 2-0 Everton, and Grimshaw plays it out to Carey. Carey back to Keogh. Keogh again looking long. It's a loose ball out onto this right-hand side, Everton's right-hand side, and Patterson quickly gets the game back underway to Godfrey. To Mina. Mina into Tarkowski. Trying to play that forward to Michaelenko, but just sort of laying it forward to Dele Alli. It didn't quite come off, and it's a Blackpool throw, but it's been all Everton, hasn't it? And as we said very early on, we thought that this is what Everton would do, would come out and really try and stamp their authority on it and really impress their fans, and that, for me, that's exactly what they've done. They've done well, Everton. Yeah, they've done well so far, Everton. I think down that left-hand side, Michaelenko's having a good game up against Callum Connolly. Obviously not a right-back by trade, but there's a number. Yeah, they've done well so far, Everton. I think down that left-hand side, Michaelenko's having a good game up against Callum Connolly. Obviously not a right-back by trade, but there's a number of players in the Blackpool ranks. Callum Connolly, Josh Bowler, and yeah, Luke Garbett as well, who are former Everton players, so they'll have a point to prove today, I'm sure. But yeah, Everton so far definitely the better team and creating a good number of chances. Yeah, they have the ball again. Pickford on the left-hand side now. Tarkowski plays the ball forward to Michaelenko, but again, too long, way too long. And out it goes for a goal kick. All set for Reading next week, Harry? I think so, yeah. I mean, obviously we've got the midweek game that we announced a couple of days ago, which is thrown into the mix, which changes plans a little bit. At least it's local, it's only down the road.
Exactly, but yeah, looking forward to the new season. Obviously, you know, you can't beat it when the proper season starts. Pre-season one thing, but when the actual football sort of starts, you know, it's something that we're all looking forward to. So yeah, can't wait. And a home game as well to start the season. I always, you know, prefer that. Love a home game, start the season, try and get to winning ways, get the season underway the right way, if you will. So that'll be the aim next week, Reading. And there'll be a few more in here at Bloomfield Road, but it's been especially the two friends have been really well supported by Blackpool fans, obviously, as well as the away fans, but really well supported by the Blackpool fans, which is good to see. As Godfrey picks up the ball for Everton, back into his own half to Mina, back to Pickford, into Tarkowski and Decore. Medine chasing down, but again, Everton, good possession from them.
run through there from Dele Alli. It was clapped on the sidelines by Frank Lampard. Could see what he was trying to do. Godfrey to Mina. Out to Tarkowski. Towards Gordon. It goes to Tarkowski, into Decore, into Rondon, to Davis, Dele Alli, nearly caught out by Fiorini, but able to get it out from under his feet and into Godfrey. See Pickford, don't you? He's another player, isn't he? He's not a goalkeeper. He works for them as another outlet, doesn't he? His feet are so good.
Yeah, I think he's the English Manuel Neuer, isn't he, Jordan Pickford? Yeah, he likes to, a bit of a sweeper keeper, likes to come forward, and yeah, by all accounts, I think he's done pretty well for himself career-wise so far.
Yes, yeah. Back to Pickford. Gets the ball. Here's it out to Tarkowski. 19 minutes on the clock. Blackpool 0, Everton 2. There's 2 goals coming in the opening 10 minutes. And Blackpool just still trying to register something against Pickford. But I have to say, it's hard to get the ball off Everton. Just keeping possession and just playing those triangles. And Blackpool just really having to work hard to try and win this ball back. But as I say, that's the standard of the Premier League, isn't it?
Yeah, that's something that Michael Appleton's touched on so far this pre-season. You know, these kind of teams aren't teams that Blackpool are going to face regularly this coming season in the league, obviously. So it's a real test, fitness-wise, you know, off the ball, from a defensive point of view, to see, you know, how the team can sort of cope with that. And you know, it's definitely a challenge, but you know, there's still you know, a good sort of 70 minutes or so left to try and break Everton down.
Yeah, as Everton have the throw. Good work from Garbett, reading that, trying to win that ball back. Something started for Blackpool, but again, Everton have possession on the halfway line. Back it goes to Mina. Into Pickford. Long ball, diagonal up towards Patterson. Oh, a little slip there from Garbett. Just Patterson, that free head cross to Rondon. You can see what he's trying to do, but danger over as Williams brings it out for the Seaside. It's to Keogh. Nothing in front of him, so going back. But a bit harder, and that could have been
a mouth situation there for about half a second.
On goal. Ball forward, trying to find Medine. But out again for a throw to Blackpool. Connolly with it. Bit of movement from Virtue. Medine is showing, gets it. Connolly goes back to Keogh. Keogh to Grimshaw. Grimshaw inside to Virtue. Virtue now coming forward, trying to make things happen, trying to give it to Fiorini, but just a couple of yards away from him. And again, Everton get the possession back into Davis, the scorer of that second goal for Everton. To Pickford. Medine closing down. Dele Alli's going to try and win this ball back, but Keogh does well. Into Virtue. Virtue turns his man into Carey. Into Medine. Oh, lovely layoff by Medine. That's nice, that's better. Now there's an overlap here with Fiorini. He's got Garbett on the left, but he might go on his own. He didn't quite get that from under his feet, did he, Fiorini? But it opened up for him, so worth taking that shot on, but that was better from Blackpool. Yeah,
better from Blackpool there. Yeah, he had options right and left. Fiorini had Carey to his right, and I think Garbett on the overlap to his left. But he said himself, Fiorini, when he came in, that he was the kind of player that liked to, you know, sort of wow fans and shoot from outside the box. So I think he only had one eye on goal there. But yeah, good test for Jordan Pickford. and hopefully more chances to come soon.
Yeah, and good movement as well. Like you say, it opened up because of the movement on the right and the left, just sort of pulling the Everton defenders, which opened it up for Fiorini to get that shot in. It looks like just got under his feet a little bit, but yeah, that was better. As Pickford gets the ball back into Decorah, up towards Mikalenko on that left-hand side. Davis, Tarkowski. See the run there from Patterson. He asked for it. It's a good ball over the top. At the corner flag, will he keep that in? He does. And gets it deflected off Garbutt. Does well there, actually.
Very well, yeah.
And out it goes for a corner to Everton. Just speaking to Keith in the hospitality doing that Q&A. Stanley Mills, the son of Danny Mills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Keith obviously works in the youth setup, doesn't he?
Yeah, works with Warrington, Stanley Mills, Isaac Price, Dobbin, Reece Welsh, brought Anthony Gordon through as well. So, yeah, now with the 21s at Everton is Keith and doing well. So here is Gordon with the corner. Good delivery in. Good header away as well by Keogh. It's up in the air. There's an arm round. I think it was Tarkowski. Gordon has it. The overlap's there. Decides against it on his left and towards Dele Alli. Cora back to Patterson, who's sort of switched wings for now, based on that corner. Ball over the top, trying to find Rondon. Rondon just holds his hand up. Appreciation of the ball over. Just didn't quite know what to do with it, with which foot to bring it down, and ended up going through to Grimshaw. But yeah, appreciated the pass over the top. Keogh
done really well so far, Richard Keogh. He's read the game really, really well. You know, there's a few sort of blocks and sort of challenges that he's made, you know, that are sort of just that half a second ahead of schedule. He's read the game really, really well.
Yeah, he has. Fired that ball into Carey. Trying to win that ball back is Virtue. Rondon on this right side. It's a lovely ball. It might be a bit too hard. It's not. And the first time ball comes in over towards Dele Alli. That's a really good head by Connolly. And good football all round, but it's a corner to Everton.
Yeah, good ball out wide for Patterson on the right hand side. He's doing really well from coming up from fullback Nathan Patterson, and another good cross from him, and Blackpool thankfully get it away through Callum Connolly.
Corner taken quickly. Gordon on his right foot. To Ali. To Gordon. Twisting and turning, looking for a blue shirt. Decides to go across field into Godfrey. Cora. This ball through to Gordon. Gordon out to Godfrey. Gets it back. Everton probing in and around that sort of 30-yard area, trying to make their way into the 18-yard box. Bowler down the left-hand side and sort of nudge it maybe into the path of Carey, but couldn't quite do that under pressure. And it's Everton who win the ball back. Have it once again. The halfway line. Dele Alli turns it round the corner to Rondon. Ball through, Davis is there, Williams does well, just about gets something on it to take it away from Davis, and out it goes for a throw-in. Everton have possession. 26 minutes on the clock, Blackpool 0, Everton 2 here at Bloomfield Road in this pre-season friendly. Remember, next friendly's Tuesday, AFC Fylde. Tickets for that, Harry? I'm going to put you on the spot again, you know?
Yeah, you can buy them from AFC Fylde's website, and if you go on our website, Blackpool FC website, you'll see a link there to be able to buy tickets. And if I'm not wrong, it's £12, £10 for that.
Oh, there you go. I might put you on the spot more often. That was very good, that. I didn't even know
no, please don't do that.
But yeah, tickets there available for that next one. Always good, only around the corner, and nice ground there. So yeah, that'll be the last one before Reading next Saturday here at Bloomfield Road, the start of the Championship season. Right, here's Keshi Anderson trying to make something happen. Down the left to Garber, inside now to Fiorini. Oh, you can see what he's trying to do. A little curler with his right foot into that top corner, but in golf terms you call that a shank.
Yeah, it was, I think, was it Garber who played the ball in, and one of the Everton lads that sort of went under his feet. But again, Fiorini, you know, he could have other options, but he decided to go for goal. And yeah, just one of those where you just seem to hit it wrong and it's gone into the stands. But a couple of chances there now for Blackpool where
it's better, isn't
where
it?
They've got in behind Everton's back line. So definitely opportunities which Blackpool can hopefully exploit as the game goes on.
Well, Everton get the game back underway. 2-0 they lead, Everton. 28 on the clock. Those 2 goals come in the opening 10 minutes with Michaelenko and Tom Davis. Here's Mina. And to Godfrey. Got Patterson down the right side, but he decides to go inside to Davis. Mina again. Tarkowski. Getting that long ball, and right, it slows down a bit. Hey, just take a bit off that, and that would have been Michaelenko in a really good position. They've been quite impressive, Michaelenko, on that left-hand side, doesn't he? Like bombing down and gets into those positions. Never seems to sort of like a ghost. Doesn't get picked up, does he? Just sort of sprints in. He's so quick as well. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of space that he's sort of getting down that left-hand side. I think he had a sort of good back end of the season for Everton last season. Sort of played quite a big role in them getting out of trouble. They were in the Premier League, and he's done really well so far. So Callum Connolly's definitely got to keep an eye on that one. Yeah, good player. And playing well this afternoon. And Everton down the right side with Patterson. Just goes back. Keshi nearly able to pick the pocket there of Pecora. Ball goes long. Keogh again does really well, but it lands to the feet of Dele Alli. Dele Alli now twists and turns in the 18-yard box. He goes down, but the referee says no. I think the right decision as well. He was trying to get that ball through to Rondon, but as he did that, it deflected, came back to him, and sort of he just went down under him running into someone rather than a stray leg. So good decision by the referee. It's his ability there, Dele Alli, you know, just sort of wandering through with the ball at his feet, sort of almost dancing past some of the defenders there, wasn't he? So when he's on it, you know, Dele Alli's a fantastic player. Watched an interview with Alex Ferguson in the week, and about players that he'd wished he could coach. Obviously Gaza was one, but this day and age, like Harry Kane. But he mentioned Dele Alli as well. You know, when he was bang on form, he was like, yeah, Dele Alli was obviously not sure what's happened now, but that's the talent he possesses, isn't it? Yeah, when he was in the England setup in the World Cup a few years ago as well, you know, that was sort of when he was really sort of hitting his prime, and he just seems to have sort of tailed off over the past couple of years. But yeah, I mean, Everton, you know, still a big club for him to do the business at. But yeah, you can see definitely early on he's definitely sort of one of the most talented players on the pitch, isn't he? He's definitely got it about him. Yeah, 100%. Offside there for Gary Medine as he was chasing that ball down. But tough afternoon really for Gary Medine, isn't it? It's, you know, he knows they're not going to have loads of possession. He knows that, you know, he's just got to chase down balls that, you know, most of the time he's not going to get, but just being patient, and like I say, just those couple of opportunities Blackpool have had, you know, that's what he's got to try and sniff out. And it's a tough afternoon for Medine, but as always, really fighting hard for the cause, up against a tough defender as well, as Davis picks up that ball. Medine there, chasing down Mina. Tarkowski on the left. Inside to Davis, getting this cross ball up towards Patterson. Garbutt trying to pick it out. That's a good head to Gordon. Gordon under pressure by Williams, does well to show him more out left-hand side, and the ball goes back. Davis now for Everton, trying to just clip it inside. Connolly read that really well and finds the ball over to Keshi Anderson, under pressure but does well, gives it back to Garbutt. Sets off on his back down the left-hand side. Keshi Anderson, and the header out, and it's a Blackpool throw-in in this rather dangerous area. Fiorini inside to Virtue. Virtue out to Bolo, who's not had much action now. Can he do something with it? Takes on one, takes on two. Good cross out onto that right side. Cross in, headed away. Blackpool trying to win this ball back. Virtue just nicking off Ali, but out for Everton throwing on that left-hand side, but again, good that from Bowler. Probably first bit of action he's had, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'd imagine that's probably what Michael often said with Medine playing up top on his own, you know, getting those sort of wide areas with Bowler and Anderson and try and get in those crosses, because Medine, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, he's going to attack that ball and he's going to be a real handful for the Everton defence. So Bowler, yeah, looking lively there and a good cross in, but Medine just missing out.
Cleared away. Under pressure from Medine there by Tarkowski. 33 on the clock. Blackpool 0, Everton 2. And it's Connolly with the throw. Gets it back from Carey. Inside to Bowler now. Bowler again. Oh, lovely little jink. Sent Dele Alli onto his backside. But again, that was a tackle coming in. He more slid into that, but frankly, I think both players are okay. Virtue certainly is. I think it's Tom Davis who's on the floor, so he'll be okay. But yeah, one of those days, you know, when he slip and legs go flying. I think
one of those late challenges,
yeah,
wasn't it, where the
nothing
ball's
in it, but just because of the sliding in the pitch. Anyway, both all right, which is good, because that's the main thing in these friendlies. All the players come out of it okay. Back to Mina. Into Godfrey. Patterson on the right hand side, gives it to Gordon. Gordon into Patterson. Davis. That's that chance, trying to find Rondon down that right into Keogh again. Does really well, reads it well. Had a good game, Keogh, hasn't he? Really done well so far.
Yeah, really impressive at the back. You know, he's been around the block, hasn't he, Keogh? You know, he's been around a long time, knows exactly, you know, he's come up against some top-class players in his career, and yeah, I mean, he's still got it, hasn't he? He's done really well so far, you know, organising that defence, and yeah, really impressive from him so far. Yeah,
he's done well against this strike force. It's Premier League quality, and Carey just trying to get the trickery there, as he got caught out by Dele Alli, but got the ball back and then give it back to Grimshaw for a bit of safety. Grimshaw out of his box, gives it to Williams. Williams into Keogh. And that's to Connolly. He's got Carey on the inside. Loose ball there from Carey, trying to find Connolly, but pumped it out of play. To throw into Everton on that far side.
Rain's definitely coming down now, isn't it, Jed? That pitch is going to get a bit slippy for the players.
Yeah, it is. Still got great conditions really for a game of football, I think, because it's warm, but pitch is in perfect condition. Rain's putting a bit of slick on it, moving that ball around nicely. Here's Mina. Into Tarkowski. Ball forward up to Dele Alli. Offside. Chest into Rondon. The sarcastic cheers from the Blackpool end there for the assistant referee. Based on the second goal, really. Would be interesting to see the replay of that. Actually, the line replay. I mean, he looked miles off, but obviously they are quick, these players. But he seemed confident, didn't he? He was pointing.
Yeah.
He seemed really confident that someone played him
off. And it can't be easy being linesman. You know?
No,
I think that is a really difficult job. But you know, I think that from where we were, I mean, it did look pretty far offside. But anyway,
it's what it is. Blackpool trying to get down that right side, but again, just losing out. Everton playing these little triangles, but in an area maybe that Lampard would be too keen on, and Connolly in with a heavy tackle, and Everton get the free kick, and danger over for them. 37 on the clock. Everton get the game back underway with Pickford to Mina, inside to Decorah. Out to Godfrey. He's got the choice of Patterson or Gordon, but decides to go back. To Pickford. And playing as that sort of extra centre half at the moment. High line. scorer. Into Dele Alli, closing down that by Connolly. Oh, nice ball from Fiorini into Carey. Carey, a little slip there, but up he gets. Everton down this right side again. Nothing in front of Godfrey, so getting not frightened to go back and just keep possession. Ball, that's a lovely ball through to Rondon. Now he's got Godfrey in the middle at the penalty spot. What will Rondon do on his left foot? Great block in the end, and now it goes for a corner, but a lovely ball through to set Everton on the attack.
Yeah, it was a sort of defence splitting pass there, wasn't it? But Callum Connolly's read it really well. He's still down there. I don't know if he's injured himself in the block, but a really good challenge from him to sort of block Rondon's effort there. He had options, to cross into the box, but decided to go alone. And Connolly's just stuck out a leg, made a really good sort of goal-saving block, really, and Everton have a corner. Yeah,
read it well, didn't he, Connolly? And as you say, maybe could have got that ball either into the box early or took the shot on, but no, Connolly read it well. Anyway, he's up, that's good. Seems okay. He's limping, he's got about 6 minutes to get in for half-time, maybe to have a look at it, but seems all right. And it's a corner to Everton. Arm goes up, Gordon takes it, right-footed, poor one. Carey clears it away, but only the edge of the 18-yard box. Keshi Anderson helps it a bit further, but Everton back in possession. Goes back to Pickford. Everton come back in numbers. Pickford with that long-rangey ball over the top. Oof. Again, down the head of Michaelenko and trying to knock it into the path of Dele Alli, but just a bit hard. But again, you could see what Everton were doing there. Keogh down the right to Connolly, back to Keogh, into Grimshaw. Grimshaw out of his area by quite a way to Williams. Reece Williams, the new signing coming in this week, into Keshi Anderson. What's he like as a guy? You've obviously done an interview with him. Is he quite quiet? Is he quite social? What's he like?
No, he came across really well in his interview. We spoke to him obviously sort of before the interview, and he said himself he'd been, I think, away with Liverpool with the first team squad for pre-season. He'd only had about 5 or 6 hours sleep in 2 or 3 days, so he was absolutely really tired. But he came across really like a nice lad. Wants to play regular football and prove himself. He obviously had a spell with Swansea last season on loan at this level, which he admitted to himself, it was quite an indifferent loan spell, but he learnt a lot from that, and I think he's really looking forward to the challenge that lies ahead this season.
Yeah, looks calm, doesn't he, when he gets the ball? Looks calm, measured, which you kind of expect from a Liverpool graduate. Pattison up towards Rondon, but again Williams just backs off, gets that ball to Keogh and then into Connolly, into the channel, trying to get the bowler down that line, but just a bit too long. Pickford under pressure by Medine. Everton playing those little triangles. That's really good play. Out on the left hand side into Dele Alli. Dele Alli with a cross ball. You can see what he's trying to do there, but he sort of passed it, no option really, but having to sort of nudge Keshi Anderson just to make sure that Blackpool didn't pick that ball up and maybe have a shooting opportunity. So free kick to Blackpool, dangerous position this. Probably what, 35? It's got a bit, I mean, one of those, isn't it? He could take the shot on, so you have to hit it well to get it past Pickford, but it is Garber. He's got a left foot on him.
I was just going to say, he's got that ability from set piece, Garber. You want to, prove himself against his old employers, but it looks like he's going for the cross.
Yeah. He's not. No, no. Maybe he should have crossed it because it was over the bar, and easy enough for Pickford. But it's a bit of confidence though to have a go from there. Why not?
Well, he's been here for a couple of years now, Garber, hasn't he? We've seen.
Why not?
Well, he's been here for a couple of years now, Garber, hasn't he? We've seen He's got that ability with his left foot from corners, free kicks. You know, really talented player to have sort of in your full-back position. Likes to bomb forward, and yeah, it's one of those where he's just not hit it right. It's just gone into the stands.
Yeah, I think it's gone down the
concourse.
Yeah, down the concourse, and then I think someone's seen the ball just fly past him and gone, "We'll have some of this." So new ball required. Anyway, it's on now. Pickford with the goal kick. They're going short. Pickford decides to throw everyone long. A couple of minutes left till half time. Blackpool 0, Everton 2. Both those goals coming in the opening 10 minutes. And then as the game's gone on, Blackpool's sort of grown back into it. Good head from Keogh. And here's Garber. Got Keshi Anderson alongside him, finds him, goes on the overlap. Keshi Anderson still has the ball. Into Carey. Carey now into Bowler. Bowler comes inside on his left foot, shoots. Oh, that's a save by Pickford, and that's got to be in. It is. But what was Pickford doing there? It was one of those. I think he might have even mentioned to the cameramen, "Listen, if a ball comes in, just get me on the cameras doing a wonderful save," and completely made a hash of it. And Medine, easy enough just to nod it in from on the goal line. Anyway, Blackpool 1, Everton 2.
Yeah, well, that's what Bowler can do, kind of. You know, he cuts inside. Really, really good effort from him. And then, like you say, Jed, you know, Jordan Pickford sort of, I don't know what he's done. I think he's just stuck a palm in the air and then it's bounced off his palm.
He's trying to do, looking at the replay, a real, you know, tip over the bar, but he's completely messed it up, and it's sort of come off the top of his hand and just bounced on the goal line, and Bobson Medine there just to knock it in.
So that'll give Medine a world of confidence. That, you know, even though it's just a tap in, you know, just to get on the score sheet, sort of get up and running for the new season. You know, a week before the actual season starts, that'll do him the world of good. So yeah, I think a deserved goal really for Blackpool in the past sort of 20 minutes or so. You know, they've dealt with Everton really well and creating one or two chances, so probably deserve a goal.
And come back into it, haven't they? And it was a good strike by Bowler. I mean, fair play to Bowler. Came inside, got that bit of space, and whipped on a great shot. I say should have been dealt with easy enough, but a bit of a hash from Pickford, and what we thought was a free kick against Rondon is actually the referee saying that's half time. So Blackpool go into the half-time break 2-1 down. Both goals in the first 10 minutes with Michaelenko and then Tom Davis, both on the score sheet from this right-hand side. And then I say it was all Everton for quite some time, but Blackpool just holding the nerve, coming back into it, getting a bit more possession, and then getting back a goal through Bowler's shot, and Gary Medine just knocking it in from what was half a yard out. So Blackpool going 2-1 down, but Harry, for you, just So welcome back to Bloomfield Road. Just on my own at the moment, but we'll bring in Harry. He's very busy in his media work. So myself, Jed Mills, Harry Lyons from Blackpool Football Club, with you in this commentary position for Blackpool versus Everton. Blackpool 1, Everton 2. Both teams are out. I think waiting for the referees to come out. No, doesn't look like there's any changes at the moment, so looks as though we'll keep the two same teams. Oh no, substitutions now.
I'm back now, Jed. I've finished my media work.
So a couple of substitutions, that's on the Everton side. So Yerry Mina and Godfrey off, and Mason Holgate and Michael Keane on. Nothing from Blackpool, but sort of expect that around maybe 70 minutes, something like that. So game's back underway. No changes for the Seasiders, so it's Grimshaw in goal, right back Callum Connolly, left back Luke Garbutt, two centre halves of Richard Keogh and Rhys Williams. Centre midfield, the sort of defensive midfield really is Matty Virtue. Two centre midfields of Lewis Fiorini and Sonny Carey, with Josh Bowler on this right hand side of midfield and Keshi Anderson on the left hand side of midfield, and Gary Medine up top on his own. So that's how Blackpool line up, as Keogh has it. Going long towards Medine, lovely layoff by Medine. Now here's Carey. Carey sort of couldn't quite get under his feet, sort of spinning around underneath him, so quite got it under control. And here's Virtue in with a big tackle, and out for an Everton throw-in. Blackpool fans appreciating that one, even though it's friendly. A good hard challenge from both men. And it's a throw-in with Michaelenko, who's the goal scorer in that first goal in the first half for Everton. He has the ball, throws it long towards Rondon. Lovely layoff to Dele Alli. Ooh, nice little nutmegs on Connolly. Into Anthony Gordon. Back to Davis. Davis now into Decorah. And he lays it into the path of the substitute Michael Keane. Everton down that right side. That's a lovely passage of play. It's Holgate who's in space on the right. Just knocks it into Rondon. That's a good save, and it's a really good save, but sadly the rebound went to, well, two Everton players, and it just was clipped back in. Dele Alli, first one to react, in the about 3 yards out, and just pokes it in. It's Blackpool 1, Everton 3, and it's that deja vu, Harry, the sort of from the first half. Everton get off to a really good start and get the goal early on.
Yeah, that's it's a tough one, that, you know. It'd obviously just come out for the second half, 2 minutes in, and a goal for Everton. Yeah, one of those where, you know, where the goalkeeper's made a save and it's bouncing in and around the penalty area. It can go anywhere really. That's just the look of the draw, and it's fallen to Dele Alli about 3 yards out into an open goal. He couldn't miss. So yeah, 3-1 to Everton. Yeah,
just looking at the replay, it was a really good save actually from Grimshaw. It was a good move from Everton with Holgate. Just kicked the sort of cross in, great strike from Rondon, and like I say, a really good save by Grimshaw, but I think he thought the rebound was going to be a shot coming in as he dived towards his near post and dummied it into Dele Alli crossfield, and well, he just poked it home from 3 yards out, couldn't miss in the end. 3-1 Everton. We're at Bloomfield Road now. Davis has it, tries a little layoff, couldn't quite come off, and Sonny Carey picks the ball up down the left hand side into Anderson, Keshi Anderson into Fiorini. Fiorini loses out to Gordon, gives it to Keane, into Dele Alli, the goal scorer. And Tarkowski back to Keane, clips it forward to Rondon. Just loses out, and that's really good play by Garbutt. Virtue into Connolly. Connolly back to Virtue. Matty Virtue. Got Connolly again with a bit of space on this right hand side. Bowler takes it out, goes for a run down that side, gets it back to Carey. Puts his foot on the ball into Virtue. Virtue into Williams. Out to Garbutt. And Blackpool keeping possession. Trying to work that space. Keogh now into the Everton half. Inside to Carey. Little 1-2 with Virtue. Good passage of play this as Anderson tried to feed it through to Fiorini, loses it, and here comes Gordon. He's gone down, no, referee says no. I think right there he was looking for that free kick, wasn't he? I think Gordon, and Bowler goes on the run. He's got Connolly on the outside, finds him, cross comes in, good block in the end, but that'll be a corner to Blackpool. That was better from Blackpool.
Yeah, Josh Bowler driving at the defence there, does what he does best, and you know, 9 times out of 10 he tries to cut inside or go it alone, and he's played it wide to the overlapping Callum Connolly, whose cross is blocked by Michaelenko, who looks to be hurt, but he thinks he's alright, he's back up on his feet.
Yeah, it was a good block, wasn't it? But the ball just got pumped into an area which we don't normally like. Right, Bowler's leaving this one for Garbutt. In swinging left one. Keogh's there, Williams is there, Madine's there, all huddled around the penalty spot. Cross comes in, Connolly! Great header, good goal! Blackpool back in it. 2-3.
Really good goal, really well worked that. You know, you saw Callum Connolly just working the spaces. So we mentioned Garbutt's ability from set pieces earlier. He's come up trumps there with a really good ball in, and Connolly rose above everyone else, and as soon as he connected with it, you know, you can see it's going over Pickford, and yeah, really good goal that. It's 3-2, game on.
Yeah, as the ball came in, he was the one just in a bit of space, and yeah, just guiding it, because like you say, the pace was on the ball, wasn't it, from Garbutt. Connolly just with a, really, so he was looking sort of away from the goal and just sort of guiding it into the net. Not much Pickford could do about that. And Blackpool back in it, 2-3.
2 old Everton lads as well, getting in on the act there. So,
yes.
You know, really good to see against their old club.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes Blackpool again with Virtue looking forward. This is good, this from Blackpool. First half, when they conceded goals, they were just maybe a little bit shaky, but this is good. Really good emphasis, trying to get that equaliser very quickly. Like I say, when they lost that early goal to go 3-1 down, very quickly getting back into it, trying to get back on level terms, and they did. They just lost out there, and Dele Alli's on this left-hand side. Connolly does well and wins the ball back. Dele Alli just pokes it out though and gets it to Davis, into Gordon. Gordon now out on that right-hand side, and Decorah is going to try and team up with Holgate. Holgate decides against going forward and knocks it back towards Keane, into Tarkowski.
Similar in the Salford game in midweek, Jed. His first half was, Mark Clapton said he wasn't happy with the performance in that first half, and clearly said something at half-time and got a really good response. Second half at Salford, the team played a lot better, and so far, yeah, it's been pretty rapid from both sides really, as Michaelenko's in.
Yeah, he gets caught there a little bit, Connolly, and Michaelenko going around the back of him, and cross comes in, but to nothing. And yeah, a bit more pace in this second half. I think they're both the teams of, well, certainly Blackpool steps it up, no doubt about that. And again, making Everton make a few more mistakes, which is good to see. As Garbutt picks the ball up. Back it goes to Williams. Crossfield to Keogh. Keogh now into Connolly. To Bowler. Inside to Fiorini. He's got Rondon chasing him down. Davis is there as well. Does well. Fiorini didn't panic. The ball out towards Garbutt. Lovely little layover at the top to Virtue. Virtue inside. Enter Garbutt. Back to Fiorini. Bowler on this right side. It's a decent ball, but Michaelenko reading that one, picking it off. Ooh, that's a late tackle. That's a late tackle from Dele Alli there. And that's a yellow card in a friendly. I think a bit of meat on that, I think, from about 5 minutes earlier for me, Harry. There was Ali had gone down, I think, from a challenge from Connolly. And I think he'd noted that one and just went in a bit late. Anyway, yellow card.
Yes, you know, Callum Connolly's one of them players that likes to get in challenges himself, and you know, he doesn't often go down, so definitely it was a bit of a late one from Dele Alli there. As watch a replay, definitely clattered him. Probably a deserved yellow card in a pre-season friendly.
Yeah, bit of a dead leg, I think. I think Connolly's like, what are you doing? Chased down, so Garbett. He's got a corner. Well done, Luke Garbett. Chased that down, bit of a ball going over, sliding out, but like I say, instead of letting it go out, goes out, gets the corner from putting a bit of pressure on. The Blackpool fans react behind that goal. Yeah, last goal from Blackpool came from the corner with Garbett again over it. It's being an outswinger. Cross comes in. It's going to go towards Medine. Back to Bowler. Asking for him to shoot. He does! Oh, what an effort that was, and a great save.
Fantastic, great ability from Bowler. We know what he's got in his locker, and yeah, Matt picks up the ball, touches it well, and goes onto his left foot, and yeah, really good curling effort. And that's what Pickford's really good at, isn't he, as a goalkeeper? You know, we've seen that so many times. He sort of dives in the air and sticks a palm into the sky, you know, above him really, and it was a really good save.
Cracking effort.
Yeah, really good strike from Josh Bowler.
Corner. Short one from Blackpool. We're on. Oh, a little bit of a loose ball, but Virtue, Carey, sorry it was, that got that back now. Here's Bowler once again, twisting and turning at Michaelenko. That's going to be a corner, does well. This is better from Blackpool. And like I say, the fans behind that goal appreciating that Blackpool going for this one, want to try and get back on level terms. And this is where the goal came from last time. The Garbett crossing and Connolly just nodding it in, using the pace of the ball for it to go past Pickford, both arms up. Again, it's Medine, it's Keogh, and it's Williams. Cross comes in over Keogh, back stick. Medine is there. His shirt pulled a little bit. Back to Keshi Anderson. Cross comes in, but away it goes. And Blackpool do well again, winning that ball back. Fiorini to Bowler. Bowler will be able to keep this in. Will he have a run at Michaelenko? Down this right side, Bowler. Again, a few little step overs. Down to the byline, it's another corner for Blackpool. Good work, Josh Bowler.
Yeah, good work from Bowler. Garbett's going to get tired, coming from left back over to this near side. It's the third or fourth corner in this second half, and yeah, like you say, Jed, before, that's where the second goal came from. Can we get a third from this?
Yeah, a lot better this from Blackpool. More urgency in the play, and it's paying off for them. Cross comes in. Oh, it's front post. It was Keogh. I mean, must have been inches away from just turning that towards goal. He's rubbing his head. He knows. He doesn't. He knows. He maybe should have just got something on that. Maybe see something on the replay. But yeah, that was well worked. Gordon down the right hand side for Everton, but about 6 tangerine shirts in front of him, going nowhere. And they go back Everton with Michaelenko into Dele Alli, into Tom Davis, back to Dele Alli. On that right hand side, a cross ball didn't quite work out this time. And Keshi Anderson picks it off, back to Garbett.
Been a bit shaky, Everton, in the past few minutes, haven't they? They just can't keep the ball, lost it cheaply there, and Blackpool really putting them under pressure early on in this second half. It's been a really sort of good opening 10 minutes, especially because it obviously just conceded early on.
Just stepped it up at Blackpool, haven't they? And that's what I think has made Everton that first half cruising, wasn't it? Cruise control, knocking it about. Blackpool just holding off a little bit, but like you said, it definitely seems that Michael Appleton's gone in and gone, right, let's really step this up second half and see what we can do. And yeah, Everton looking very shaky as Blackpool trying to find that equaliser going forward, picked out by Pickford. And into Dele Alli. Oh, nice turn from Rondon. He's got Dele Alli on the left hand side. Connolly's there as he makes the tackle, does well, wins the ball back. Virtue inside Dele Alli into Bowler. Josh Bowler socks down, of course, like a 1950s winger. And Keogh striding forward, asking for Anderson maybe to move forward into that channel. He finds Anderson. Anderson out to Garbett on the overlap, tries to find him, but blocked out by Patterson. And it's throw-in. Garbett with it. Blackpool 2, Everton 3. Dean comes for it close, but ends up at Keshi Anderson's feet. Back it goes to Williams. Williams into Keogh. Keogh has got space in front of him to move forward with the ball. Diagonal up towards Keshi Anderson. Headed away. It's going to be brought down by Garbett, but the chest was a bit loose. But Blackpool still have it with Anderson. Anderson going forward. Trying to get it in towards Virtue. Blackpool have it back. Medina little back heel. Lovely play into Sonny Carey. Trying to work something inside the 18-yard box. Again, Blackpool still have it with Virtue. Does well. Fiorini will start this attack off again. Keogh. Fans asking for him to shoot. Into Bowler now. Bowler turns his man. He's in the 18-yard box. Bowler! Oh. Right-footed shot. You can see what he was trying to do, but just wide, and out it goes for a goal kick. But that was better.
Yeah, there was a couple of instances last season where Bowler's cut inside and he's gone for that sort of near post, and he tried to do that there. It was a really good run from Josh Bowler there. Did really well, and yeah, out for a goal kick. We'll make a substitution by the looks of it, Jed.
Yep, so Rhys Williams going off, Jordan Thornley coming on. I'll tell you what was nice there, Harry. Really good round of applause for Rhys Williams. You know, it's not been an easy week for him, but a good round of applause for Williams as he goes off, and appreciated by the Blackpool fans, which was good to see.
Yeah, he's done well, Rhys, in this game. You know, it's never easy to make your debut, no matter who you're against. And I think he's, you know, partnering up against Richard Keogh. He's done a really good job against, you know, sort of Premier League opposition. It's been an impressive first sort of hour in a tangerine shirt for Rhys Williams.
I agree. Yeah, I think he's looked really assured in that centre half position. So good signs there. Everton have made a change as well. Solomon Rondon has gone off and Alex Iwobi has come on. So just change up front for them. Keane. Now here is Iwobi. He's got some space in front of him. Finds Dele Alli. Dele Alli. Crossfield ball to Gordon. Took his eye off that. And it's taken him out left a bit. Still picks it up. Recovers. Cross comes in. Oh, Iwobi was there, you know. Stuck that foot out in front of Thornley, who was just trying to get to the pace of the game, and yeah, could have gone anywhere, that.
It's a good cross by Anthony Gordon. I think he's obviously really highly rated at Everton. He's been given the new number 10 shirt for them, and yeah, he sort of lost concentration a little bit there, but he's picked it up and put in a really good cross, and I think that would have been Iwobi's first touch, wouldn't it, if that went in? It was yeah, impressive from Anthony Gordon.
Great work from Medine. Bowler couldn't quite get it round Keane, but brilliant from Medine. That great chest down and lay off. Gordon, Connolly all over him. Gordon, nice play out on that right hand side. Decorah and Patterson teaming up. Out to Iwobi. Looks as though Gordon's gone that main striker, hasn't he, up front? It's sort of changed formation. Ali's out on this left hand side now, with Gordon up top. Cross comes over towards Ali. Well blocked out by Connolly. Virtue there. Oof, just sliding in again. That can be dangerous, but Everton have it. Gordon on his right foot, looking maybe for a bit of space to possibly take a shot. Into Iwobi, stabs it in. Good head out by Keogh. To Davis. Back to Iwobi, who's been lively since he's come on. To Decorah. Into Dele Alli. Again, lots of tangerine shirts back and creating that wall, no space in front of them. Good work by Fiorini and good work by Blackpool, but Dele Alli finding that ball out on that left hand side to Ikalenko. Back to Dele Alli. Decorah. Into Iwobi. Back it goes to Tarkowski. Ball in towards Holgate, nearly cut out by Keshi Anderson. Everton still have it. Crossfield ball. Gordon's there. Brings it down. Out it goes on that right hand side. Inside the 18-yard box now. Little 1-2 between him and Iwobi. Gordon gets it back. Back to Iwobi. Left foot. Good block by Thornley. Cross comes in. No, it's in. It's been turned in. That was an own goal. We'll have to see on the replay, but it's Dele Alli once again. It's another cross in. And Grimshaw wrong-footed. And Everton reclaim that 2-goal lead. Blackpool 2, Everton 4.
Yeah, just when Blackpool were building up a bit of momentum, you know, Everton go down the other end and score another goal, and it's yeah, I think it does look like it was an own goal there, Gerard. With Dele Alli, I don't know whether he got
not really celebrating as much as
yeah, get a touch on it, but yeah, one of those, isn't it? You know, where the ball gets crossed into the danger area and it can come off anyone, can't it? And yeah, just unfortunately it's gone past Dan Grimshaw, and 4-2 to Everton.
Yeah, we'll just Try and see that one on the replay again, but as here it comes. Yeah, ball out and cross comes in. I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like Dele Alli might have got a touch on that.
Yeah.
See from this angle. Oh no, it's come off the defender when he's blocked it, I think.
Yeah,
when the cross has come in, whoever it was has taken a...
He's had to go for it, hasn't he?
Yeah, looks like it's gone down as an own goal.
Yeah. Another substitution, so Matti Virtue coming off. Kenny Dougal coming on in place of Matti Virtue, so straight swap in the middle of the park as Blackpool get this game back underway. Sonny Carey into Thornley. Kenny Dougal with the first touch. Going forward with it. Into Carey. Carey into Keogh. Keogh out to Thornley. Decides nothing's in front and decides to go back. Into Keogh. Thornley, Keogh back to Grimshaw under pressure from Gordon. Just need to find that bit of intensity back, don't they, Blackpool? They were right up there before as the ball tries to find its way back through to Keshi Anderson, but again, Everton clear the lines. On that left-hand side with Holgate now to Pickford. Does well, Sonny Carey wins that ball back from Tarkowski, and well, it's going to be a foul. I was going to say it was just taking too much time on the ball there, Tarkowski, but that was really good work from Sonny Carey. Didn't give it up, decided to chase it down and got his rewards, got the ball back, and free kick in a very dangerous position, and this has got Garbutt written all over it.
Yeah, Carey's done really well there. You know, he's won the ball back, and then I think he's tried to play that pass because he's seen Fiorini next to him, thinking Fiorini was going to make that run, but they weren't on the same wavelength, and yeah, it's free kicking now in a dangerous position. I think it's Garbutt, Callum Connolly as well. You know, he's got this in his locker. I think he's walking over. Scored a free kick against Birmingham here last season.
Yeah, end of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah. So yeah, they've got a couple of decent little free kick takers in the team, but you'd imagine Luke Garbutt will fancy this.
I mean, Carey's over it, but like you say, Garbutt's doing that sort of like rugby union 3 steps back before he hits it forward into, well, hopefully what will be a goal. Here's Garbutt, strikes it. Good effort. Not too far over the bar, but doesn't matter, it is over the bar. Pickford maybe read it, but just get some pace on them, doesn't he, from there?
Yeah, he can be deadly. He scored a good few goals for Blackpool in the promotion season. I remember there was a couple of strikes, Sunderland, the big one here in a 1-0 win, and then Northampton as well. He's definitely got it in his locker, you know, from full back scoring and amongst the goals. But yeah, the free kick just over the bar there from Garbutt.
Yeah, now here Blackpool, that was a bit loose on Everton. Fiorini passes it in. Maybe trying to lift that up towards Medine, but rolled it along the floor, and Keogh's down. Hopefully this is just cramp, to be honest, but I think so. I think Keogh's taking no risk. I think he's going to come off.
It's like it.
But
yeah, it's like young Jack Moore looks to be coming on for Blackpool as well. Just speaking to the coaching staff on the touchline, Jack Moore over there. I don't know whether he's going to be coming on as a replacement for Keogh, maybe.
It is Keogh coming off. Looks okay now. Probably a bit of cramp, hopefully. Anyway, that's the case.
Yeah, with a week to go, he don't want to take any risks, does he? You know, a week to go to the start of the season. So, yeah, he is replaced by Jack Moore. So I'd imagine Callum Connolly will now go centre half, as Jack Moore's normally a right back. And Connolly goes back to a sort of more natural position, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the thing with Connolly, isn't it? That sort of utility where he can, you know, defensive midfielder, centre half, full backs. Great asset to have. So Jack Moore takes his position. As I say, Connolly drops into the centre half area. Anderson. It's a bit fortunate, he lands at Fiorini's feet. To Garbutt. And to Keshi Anderson on his right foot, takes shots. Is that a throw-in?
No, it's just gone out for a goal.
I was going to say, if that was a throw-in, not the best effort from Keshi Anderson. Throw-in, not the best effort from Keshi Anderson. But, yeah, we'll leave that one there. 4-2 Everton it is. 20 minutes left on the clock here at Bloomfield Road. Pickford now has it. Into Tarkowski, into Pickford. Everton just knocking it around their centre halves at the moment. Now they start to move forward with Davis. Good block out there by Fiorini. Back it goes to Thornley. Into Dougal. Ball into Bowler. Josh Bowler going across field. Into Keshi Anderson on the left hand side. And a bit of an overlap by Garbutt. Sides against it. Into Bowler. Just gets hacked down. Good work actually from Bowler. Read that. Knew he wasn't really going anywhere and gets his side a free kick. Just taking it quickly. To Jack Moore. To Bowler. Moore again. Ball into Medine. It was a heavy one. Couldn't quite get it brought down Medine. Everton win the ball back. Chased down there by Carey. Does well. A bit of pressure on. Good work there by Thornley. Just reading that play. Just muscling off Alex Iwobi. Yeah, ref thought maybe playing a bit of advantage, decided against it. And there's another substitution. Tom Davis off. And coming on is Allen for Everton. So 18 minutes to go to impress Frank Lampard. Allen. As Black will have this free kick. Garbutt has it. Swinging in towards Medine. I think Medine got ahead onto that, you know. Just couldn't quite direct it towards goal. But again, another good delivery by Garbutt.
Yeah, there was bodies in there, wasn't there? I think Kenny, Connolly and Jordan Thornley, and it was Medine who sort of managed to get the touch on, and it was one of those, isn't it, where it's coming down and you just don't get the connection that you're looking for, not enough power, and it's sort of bobbled over the net. And goal kick for Everton.
Yeah, they've gone short with it. Tarkowski. King. Well, I think both of them were at Burnley, weren't they, together at one point. Now into Connolly. To Moore. Under pressure. That's a nice play by Moore. Just taking it round Gordon.
He's done well in pre-season, Jack Moore. There's been a couple of youth team lads that have impressed the new head coach. Jack Moore, one of them, obviously. Rob Apter seen a lot of game time as well, and Harvey Hughes has done well in the game time he's had. So I think McLaughlin's been pleased with some of the youth team lads that have come into the first team during pre-season.
Yeah, it's good. Bowler charging down this right hand side, trying to win that ball back. But yeah, well done, Josh Bowler. But Michaelenko was just looking at the assistant referee, just wondering whether there was a little shove in the back there, but decided no, and Blackpool have it. Danger position. Carey. Oh, nice turn against Dele Alli. I thought that might have come off Allen, but it doesn't. It's out for an Everton throw-in. It's Michaelenko with the throw-in. And on the left-hand side, he's got Dele Alli coming towards him, finds him, but Dougal there, trying to win that ball back. Back to Pickford. To Michael Keane. Medine all over him. Yeah, just a little loose leg by Medine and just caught Keane there.
Bit of a hot soft one that, I think.
Yeah.
Medine was just chasing it down, and I think Keane didn't realise he was behind him, and I don't know whether he sort of pulled his arm or something when he was running, and the referee's given a free kick.
And here's Decorah into Gordon. Kenny Dougal with a big challenge in the middle of the pitch on Gordon. Referee just asking him just to calm it down a little bit. Dougal obviously the natural what was that for ref, and free kick it is to Everton. Keshi Anderson and Medine coming off, and this will be a change of formation as we've seen in these friendlies, haven't we? Yates and Lavery to sort of play that top two.
Possibly, Jed. I mean, Shane's played out wide. Yeah, he's played on the left a bit for Northern Ireland, and then he's also been played out wide. I think it was against Salford as well, and did quite well out there. So I think maybe, you know, we'll have to see what happens. But Jerry, like on Tuesday night, he played up top on his own for a little bit, and Shane was out on the left, and it looks like potentially that looks like what's going to happen here.
Yeah. So it looks as though, yeah, Jerry's up top on his own. He's got the captain's armband, and then Lavery out on the left. So Michaelenko back to Tarkowski. Cross field ball up towards Patterson. It comes off his head, and Garbutt leaves it into the path of Grimshaw. 14 minutes left on the clock here. Everton lead 4-2. Grimshaw. Dougal's looking for it inside. Thornley into Fiorini. Fiorini into Sonny Carey. Good pass. Carey now into Moore. Moore down the right side, back to Carey. Carey in towards the middle now. Goes back out though to Moore. Inside he's got Yates, he's got Bowler there as well. Oh, that's a good ball. That was a really good ball from Jack Moore. And Carey just gave him a little pat on the shoulder, realising what kind of pass that was, but both Yates and Bowler just didn't read it.
Bowler's just apologised there to Jack Moore. He didn't realise he was going to play that ball in. It was a really, really smart ball from Jack Moore. I think Mike Clapperton mentioned that in one of the pre-season games. He said he was really impressed with Jack Moore's confidence, and you can see, you know, he's gone up against Premier League opposition today, and he's a couple of instances already where he's been on past 5 or 10 minutes, and he's making those sort of dangerous passes. He's not afraid to you know, sort of get in on the act, really. It's been a good start for him.
It has. Here he is. Blackpool with Carey. He went for a shot there from 30 yards, but came up against like a wall in Tarkowski. He sets Dele Alli off into a Iwobi, just leaves it, goes back and to Decorah. Allen for Everton to Gordon. That layoff by Ali didn't quite come off. Dougal with a pass out to Lavery, again just chased back though by Patterson. Wins the ball back for Everton. Tarkowski, Allen. And that ball behind the back towards Michaelenko, but again well cut out by Moore. Here's Bowler. Turns inside Gordon. Gives it back to Connolly. Connolly back to Grimshaw. Here's Thornley for Blackpool, moving forward with it. Little lapping run by Moore. If he can find him, he can. Lovely ball. Lovely takedown as well. Now here's Moore for Blackpool to take on Michaelenko. Decides against it, gives it Bowler. Bowler into Yates, but he was just sort of caught off balance a little bit, and Everton are on the attack here in the counter with Gordon down the left-hand side. Ball comes crossed in, well blocked out by Thornley. And Dougal mops up and gives it Fiorini. Now can Blackpool get on the counter-attack themselves? 5 players forward in Tangerine. Plenty of blue shirts back though, but here come Blackpool down this right with Bowler. Overlapped by Carey. Bowler! You see what was going to happen there? A little high five between Yates and Bowler. Nice little 1-2s, but not quite the result they had at Stoke in sort of January time.
Yeah, good build-up play from Blackpool there. You know, that's been a big thing in pre-season, I think, so far, is trying to catch opposition teams out on the counter-attack, and it was Bowler played a good ball into the feet of Jerry Yates, and he's played it straight back to Bowler. His touch is just you know, the effort's just gone really higher over the bar. So yeah, good build-up play again from Blackpool, and again getting in on goal against Everton, which is pleasing to see. Changes as well now for Everton.
Yeah,
on.
so this is so Decora's gone off, Gordon's gone off, Tarkovsky's gone off, Anthony Gordon's gone off, and another, but I didn't quite catch that one. Maybe Patterson. Maybe Patterson. Didn't quite catch the 4th one. But all been replaced by the youngsters for Everton, Lewis Warrington, Stanley Mills, Isaac Price and Reece Welsh, all come through the academy. We talked about in the first half with Keith Southern, a special guest in the hospitality, working for the under-21s at Everton at the moment, and all a product of his time in the academy at Everton. These young lads coming on now, as we said before as well, Stanley Mills, the son of Danny Mills as well, so bit of pedigree there. As Grimshaw has it. 9 minutes to go. Everton leading 4-2. Connolly. Here's Moore. Bowler. Dougal trying to find Fiorini, but just a little bit pacey with that one. And Everton have the ball back. Nikolenko now into the path of Reece Welsh. Pickford into Keane. Lovely layout by Iwobi. Holgate down the right hand side for Everton. Well, the assistant on that far side has given the free kick to Blackpool. We can quite see it from here, but it might have just been a bit of a loose arm just catching Lavery.
I think so. I think it was Mason Holgate. He's managed to just sort of catch Shane Lavery. We'll see on the replay here as Shane comes in. Yeah. So, yeah, he just seems to have hit Shane in the face there. So free kick for Blackpool.
Yeah, Lavery's okay. He's up. Connolly now into Moore. Back into Grimshaw. Ball into Dougal. Dougal now playing the ball out left to Garbutt. The rain starts coming down once again as Dele Alli plays the ball out to Iwobi. Out it goes for a throw-in on that far right-hand side. Dele Alli has it in the corner spot. Out it goes for a goal kick to Blackpool. Good work there by Garbutt. Coming off his Luke Garbutt for Blackpool on the substitution. And it looks as though it's Rob Actor.
Touched on Rob earlier. He's done fantastically well in pre-season so far. Played a lot of minutes and really impressed in every game he's played. Really playing in a unfamiliar position at left back as well for the majority of his time that he's been in the team. And you know, Michael Appleton really does rate him very highly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Rob this season.
For me, he's been one of the standout players for me in the pre-season that I've seen against Southport, Rangers and well, what would be today, and of course the other games as well. But I think he's been right up there with one of those that you know has done really well, as Lavery tries to Got that one down, Apter just slips on the surface, but trying to win that ball back. Connolly does get the ball off Dele Alli. Dele Alli can't quite believe he's not won a free kick off the referee, and into Bowler. Bowler now. Bowler, a little 1-2 with Apter. Apter down the left-hand side. Big tackle there going in, but out it goes for a throw. Apter into Carey. Good work there down that left-hand side by Carey. So cleared away by Everton with Dele Alli. Brings a little back heel that into Iwobi. Iwobi trying to get round Thornley, but Thornley standing tall, and
Lewis Dobbins coming on as well now for Dele Alli.
And Dele Alli going off to a warm round of applause from the Everton fans. Easy enough for Grimshaw just to pick that ball up and go one with it out to Apter. Apter back to Dougal. Dougal goes inside to Carey. Carey out to Moore. Jack Moore looks in front of him, decides against that. Goes back to Connolly. 4-2 Everton. In this pre-season friendly. Remember, the championship starts next Saturday against Reading here at home at Bloomfield Road. Excitement building all the time. Last friendly against AFC Fylde on Tuesday for Blackpool. As Dougal goes back to Moore. Moore into Thornley. Here's nice turn from Lavery. Just got caught on the ankles, and referee saying free kick, and Bowler takes it quickly to Moore. Moore will have a run at Michaelenko on the right side. Michaelenko stood strong and deflects off Moore for a goal, a throw-in. Everton with the throw. Dougal. Yates in the 18-yard box. Good feet by Yates there against three men to Bowler. Oh, now here's Fiorini with a chance. Shoots. Oh, he just sort of snatched it, didn't he? It really opened up for him then, didn't he, in the 18-yard box?
And you could see Jordan Pickford was not happy that Fiorini was able to be given that much space on the edge of the area, and I don't know whether that was the intended pass from Bowler. I think it was. I think he was trying to find Jerry Yates, but it's come straight through to Fiorini on the edge of the area, who's just just managed to sort of put it wide of the goal. It was frustrating, really, because that looked like it was going in, but there we go. You know, another good effort from Fiorini.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go. Headed out by Thornley. And it's Everton with the throw on at far side. Baldwin trying to bring that ball down, but couldn't quite get it under control. Out it goes with Blackpool throw, and it's Apter. Throw up towards Yates, heads it on. Blackpool still retain possession to Grimshaw. Grimshaw just clips it out towards Moore. Bowler there bringing it back. Gives it Grimshaw again. Grimshaw out to Thornley. Thornley going long across to Connolly. Connolly with a lovely ball to Lavery. Lavery, can he bring it down? He can, shoots. Just blocked and into the hands of Pickford, but two good chances there for Blackpool end of the game.
Yeah, Shane Lavery again, another former Everton lad as a youngster, and he was in on goal there, and just that shot maybe took a little bit too long, and the shot was blocked, and frustrating for Shane, because I'm sure he'd definitely want to be on the score sheet against his old team.
And back it goes to Bowler. It wasn't intended for him, it was intended for Carey, but off Bowler's thigh and out for a goal kick. So taking over to the 89th minute with a minute to go. Won't be any injury time as Everton lead this game 4-2. And Everton take a quick one back to Pickford. See this game out, you'd think. To Welsh. It goes to Holgate. Clipping it forward, but Conley just keeping Dobbin at bay. The youngster. Here's Moore into Bowler. Bowler now out to Thornley. Thornley moving forward with it. Into Connolly. Into Bowler. Looking for somebody in front of him. Yates was trying to make that move, but it's gone back. Connolly again into Carey. So Carey gets the ball back from Moore. Back it goes to Connolly. To Thornley. 90 minutes now. Imagine when this passage of play ends, that will be it. Now here come Blackpool. Can they end on a goal? Oh, into Carey! Trying to find its way through to Yates. Cleared away. Danger not over as Lavery crosses the ball in. And it's a corner. I think the ref will just let this one go, maybe. I think this is the last chance. Can Blackpool get themselves a goal back to make it 4-3? And it's Sonny Carey that will take this one. Let's go up. Thornley, probably the biggest player in there for Blackpool. Cross comes in towards Jerry Yates. Out it goes to Bowler. Bowler trying to hit the byline. Goes back. Still having a little tussle there, and the referee decides that is it. And it ends Blackpool 2, Everton 4. Harry, sum up that one for us.
Jed, I think obviously Premier League team. I think Everton, Blackpool can be pleased really with how it's gone. I mean, obviously it's never the nicest to concede 4 goals, but I think overall, I think Blackpool can be proud. 10 or 15 minutes in, it was a difficult one. From the first 10 or 15 minutes, obviously going 2-0 down 10 minutes in, but overall, I think it's been a pretty pleasing pre-season workout for Blackpool. Yep,
I agree. And on to Tuesday, of course, for Blackpool. They take on AFC Fylde at Mill Farm on Tuesday, so still some tickets available for that one. Then, of course, the Championship starts next Saturday here at Bloomfield Road. Blackpool taking on Reading. Tickets available. I think tickets available for that one, Harry?
Yeah, tickets are on sale for the